Yo, what's good, guys? What you're looking at right now is my starting lineup in the show. And this video is going to show you one of the many ways that I got this team, but more so the primary way. Um, it's more applicable to like season one, or knocking out like stuff like the live series for Jeter. But if you just want a boatload of stubs, maybe you don't have the time to grind to collect all the cards for the collections. Maybe you just want to be ahead, ready to buy BR rewards, World Series rewards for next season. This is the video for you. So I'm going to go through, I'm going to show you guys how I got pretty much every card in the game. There's some that I'm missing, definitely slacking a little bit. Mainly my investments haven't been hitting the way that they have in past years to where I can own every card in the game. Eventually we'll probably get there, but as of right now we do not. You can see every page is relatively filled up, but there are some blank pages, which you don't love to see, but with the direction that the game has gone in this year, you don't need to have every card to have the best cards in the game. It's not as necessary. So, I've done this method. I've shown this method in the past. This is more so for newer subscribers, new viewers to the channel. If you have not seen a Road to the Show video, this is for you. So, you're going to start your new Road to the Show. You can do this with the Joe Random roster. You can find those on the roster vault. There's a million of them. You can see this one's from American Blood. He was one of the first few people to get one out, so I typically just use that one. There can be some difficulties with this one if you are trying to make a relief pitcher or certain positions might not. You might get kicked out of the lineup because everybody's a 99. So for me, I'm gonna pick active ball player. I do not want to mess with my ball player, but for you guys, you would make a new one. So I have my active one. You're going to pick. This doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. This one matters. You say no, I want to play for a different team. You're going to pick your Joe Random team. For this roster, it's the Reds. That option doesn't matter. You get drafted. You listen to Chris Russo's spiel, where he goes off about how you're an awful pick and whatnot. You can skip through that. And then basically what we're doing is I'll walk you guys through the basics of archetypes, and you're just knocking out as many archetypes as you want. And what this is going to do is just give you so much XP day one of the next program that comes out, to where you will be able to sell those program cards for so many stubs. You can make anywhere from, I'd say on the low end, if you're really committed and you knock it out within about 3 days, something like that, you can make around probably 300, 400, 500K. If you're super committed and you just grind Road to the Show for like 16, 18 hours, you're some of the first in the world to get those new bosses when they come out. You can make anywhere from 800K to like 1.6 mil, probably, maybe even 2 mil, if you really grind it out. But obviously, that's not for everybody. I did it the very first season when the game was in early access, and there wasn't that many people competing for it. I did it. I grinded it super hard. I know some people grind it super hard. If you do it one time, it can set you up for the rest of the year with investments and whatnot. But here you go. You guys will start on the bronze archetype, so you will be here. It does not matter what you make your player. I find that hitters typically go faster, but pitchers give more equipment packs, which is a decent source of stubs. You'll get 2 equipment packs and some diamond perk packs along the way. That can be anywhere upwards of 140,000 stubs to, if you get 2 bats and some bad perks, you're looking at probably 20K, 40K. So that's a big range, but it just depends on how lucky you get. And what you will do with your archetype is you will come to here. You can see these are the paths. You will start on the bronze path. You have to make it through a path and then change to a new archetype. Anytime you change to the upgraded archetype, make sure you restart your game. Back when I did this a lot, I noticed that it would not track the first few games. It would take a while for their servers to update. If you just back out and come back in, that will be easier for you. Another thing, if you get to the point where your player is good enough to get called up to the majors, you might notice those dynamic, program path star goals will start to go away. If you want more of those, it's faster to reset, start a new one with the same player, and you will get those star goals again. Does make a difference in the diamond and gold archetypes, especially. But you'll come down here to missions. This will show you what you have to do. You can see I'm a two-way player, so I have hitting and pitching goals. You might think that sounds better, but I promise you doing a hitter is faster. So if you're just looking for XP, I would do a hitter. If you want some ball player packs, or if you're out of hitters to do, obviously you're stuck with pitchers at that point. Pitchers get, I believe, 4 equipment packs in their pitcher onlys. Get 4 equipment packs, I think, and the last 2 that you get are guaranteed to be really good, but you have to grind out a lot more. So in my opinion, it's not really worth it. Once you get to 90 stars, I would recommend you restart. If you want to grind for this 2000 XP, you can, but keep in mind that's probably you playing 5 to 8 games on a new archetype and just hitting home runs. So there is that. You might think this sounds hard. It's not. You go to settings, you go to gameplay, you go to beginner. I'm not going to change mine, but you will go to beginner. Every home run you hit gives you like 40, 50 XP. You're probably going to end up hitting 400, 500 home runs per archetype, something like that. So you can see that's a lot of XP. Along the individual archetype paths, you will get occasional XP boost and stuff like that. So we're going to back out of there, and I'm going to walk you guys through the XP path. I did not grind out this XP path, but if you want to see, roughly how much I did make the first time around, I do have an older video on that goes over the exact values I earned. But you could easily, this one was a little, sketchy. They changed up the way the XP paths work a little bit with this one, and they will probably do it with the next one. You're not getting paid until this boss pack. So, but you could easily grind this, sell these cards for 300k. Obviously, those are non-sale, which suck. These were like 80 to 100k, I believe, when they came out, and people were buying them. So, we can call that, 500k? By this time, they'll be down a little bit. Even if it's 200k, that's 700k you've made. And I wouldn't expect you to grind another 50,000 XP just to get another incognito pack. But at that point, you've made 700k, and you are so far ahead on the XP path that just think about all the other little things you're going to get. You're going to get these 2 when people are starting to just get their first few sellable ones. You're going to get another boss pack when most people are just getting their first or second one. So that's still going to be like 100k. And then you're getting those rerolls earlier than everybody else. Even if you don't get lucky, those incognito and kaiju packs and those alter ego packs can really pay off. Not to mention a boss pack. If you can get a boss pack early on, sell it for like 80k, 60k, that's a huge dub. But yeah, guys, so that's what you can do day 1 of the next season to help you guys advance your team, get some stubs in your pocket. I know there's not too many ways this year with what they've done to BR. Your primary ways of getting stubs are either make World Series, go 12-0, invest, or do the Road to Show method and grind out a bunch of XP at once. That's really your only ways. So hopefully this was helpful. If it was, feel free to like and subscribe. Peace.